Are you feeling exhausted and tired with all of the chaos that's going on in the world? Sometimes it feels like a never ending news cycle of doom and gloom. Well, you're not alone. I think we all go through phases of that. And today we're going to talk with Spirit about how to remedy that and get through it when we're feeling a little down or out, or like we don't have control over anything. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Valerie. And I'm here with my guide, Tarek, and we use these dowsing rods to communicate. And he's saying hello. He crosses when he's saying yes, and he opens when he's saying no. And then he usually, while I'm talking, just is indicating if I'm on track or if he has something to say. So the world is a crazy place right now. It feels like a never-ending news cycle of just chaos before we can take our breath about the latest hantavirus. Then we have the Ebola virus. We have corruption at all levels. Sometimes it feels like we just have no control over anything as individual humans other than to express our opinions when it comes time to vote for people in power. But it often just feels like the rich and the powerful are going to do whatever they want, and we're at their mercy. And that's not always true. It's what the news wants us to believe. So sometimes it's good to just take a little breath with what's going on in the world. So, what can we do as individuals to reset our systems and calm ourselves down when things feel a little overwhelming? And for each person, it's going to be an individual antidote, but some of the more common ones that we can all take a minute to remember are being in nature, putting our feet on the earth, whether that's a patch of grass in your backyard, or sitting under a tree, or touching a tree, or even just watching the birds and listening to the birds, or being with a pet and letting their energy kind of calm you down. A big one is creativity, whatever that means for you. It can be artistic, it can be cooking, it can just be a thing that you do to make something new that didn't exist before with whatever you have. And while you're in that creative process, it allows your nervous system and your brain to really calm down and focus on something else, and it's very beneficial. And then a big one that I think a lot of people can struggle with, it's just good old-fashioned rest, doing nothing, just whatever that means to you. You can be reading a book, you can just be staring at the wall, laying on the couch, but taking a little bit of time to just rest and not do, and let your mind and your system just calm down and reset and claim your own power back. And then I think the biggest one is to just turn off the news. The news is a 24-hour cycle, and it's designed to get us scared and think the worst is going to happen, and that's just not always the case. So, stay informed enough to know what's going on, but don't let it consume you. So those are my tips, and I think that Tarek probably has a message for us as well during these challenging times. So let's see what he has to say. All right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. R is the first letter. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Rest. Is that the whole first word? Yes. Is there a second word? Yes. A, is that the whole word? Rest, A, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, lot. Rest a lot. Is there another word? Okay, so there you have it from Spirit. Rest a lot. For some people, that is very difficult. For others, it's very easy. So maybe do a little self-assessment on how challenging it is for you to just rest and not do, not feel like your never-ending list of stuff needs to be done. Things can wait. Resting and tuning in and just letting your body and your mind reset are, according to Spirit, one of the best things we can do for ourselves, especially when we're feeling a little overwhelmed and frustrated with all that's happening. It's moving fast out there, and everything's going to end up okay in the end, but it just sometimes feels like we, you know, it just doesn't end, and it's a constant spiral. Okay, Tarek, do you have any other messages for us about these challenging times? No. Okay, well, there you have it. Make sure you're resting. Would love to hear what that means for you. And we'll see you next time on Tarek and Valerie. Thank you.